What's up, gentlemen? Welcome back to Vomit Medicine. Last week's video was about the foods that you want to avoid when you're trying to lose weight. And today, as I promised, I'm going to be giving you foods that will help you in the journey of losing weight. Stay until the end of this video. And by the way, only half of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So do me a favor, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, turn on the notifications right next to it on the bell icon, and let's get into it. Before we talk about the foods, let's talk about your nutrition and what it has to complete in order to help you in this weight loss journey and in order to make it easier. So your diet has to be filling, has to provide enough calories and all the nutrients that you need. All the nutrients, I mean proteins, fats, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. This is very important because if you lack some of them, then it's unhealthy, and this diet is not going to be sustainable long term. Okay, so I'm going to be giving you a few foods that try to accomplish this, but no food is able to accomplish all the criteria, such as it has to be filling, you must not be hungry, then it has to provide enough proteins, fats, it has to provide enough minerals and vitamins. It's very hard for a single food to do this, but I'm going to be giving you few foods in this video that are trying to accomplish all of this, and they are going to help you a lot because they provide enough of the nutrients in your diet and still a low calorie and very probably delicious to eat, and this makes your diet actually sustainable. Because if you cannot sustain your diet for like 2 or 3 months of weight loss, then you're just gonna be having hard time. You're not gonna be losing as much weight as you would if it's a good diet, and diet is every 80% of your weight loss. Okay, so listen carefully, let's get to the first one. The first one is gonna be chicken, or any meat that is very lean. Chicken is one of my favorite foods because, for example, chicken breast is very lean. It has a lot of protein, has some fats, and has no carbohydrates. You can combine it with vegetables, rice, potatoes, whatever you like. And chicken is an amazing source of protein. Also has some minerals and some vitamins, not much of it, but it's very low calories, and it provides you with this protein that is very important. And I'm going to be saying this many times throughout this video. Protein is very important for weight loss. You want to take about 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, or 1 gram per pound of body weight if you are from USA. Okay, that's the requirement of protein per day in order to have less muscle mass degraded and lost because you're not taking enough protein. Because if you don't take enough protein, you are going to be losing more muscle mass, and you don't want to lose muscle mass. You're going to be losing strength, and you're just going to be looking a lot skinnier. You want to sustain this diet, you want to keep the muscle mass and lose body fat. That's what we are going to maximize. So chicken or any kind of like lean meat, some beef, but be careful that it's not too fatty. It should be lean meat. It provides a lot of protein, and that's amazing. Let's get to the next one. The second one is going to be the source of carbohydrates, and my personal favorites are rice and oats. Oatmeal is my go-to pre-workout meal, so I really enjoy oatmeals, and I just add to them a little bit of coconut protein, some cocoa powder, in order to make it more tasty, delicious, and it helps you sustain the diet a lot easier. So 2 things when it comes to carbohydrates: you don't want to overeat them, you want to avoid the sugars, and these sources like rice and oats are amazing source of carbohydrates. They are excellent before the workout. And when it comes to these things, they provide a lot of vitamins and minerals. And oats are very rich in magnesium. It's very important for your diet in order to make it a little bit more sustainable. That's it for the carbs. Let's get to the third one. The third one is going to be eggs. And you have to be kind of careful with this. You don't want to eat like 5 eggs in a day. You may want to eat them when you are trying to bulk and you need a lot of this protein and fats. But on the other side, I would say 1 or 2 eggs a day will probably not hurt you because they're not very big on calories. They provide proteins and they provide fats and also provide cholesterol. It's important to eat eggs and to implement them in your diet for probably 3 reasons. It's cholesterol and other fats, it's protein, and it's vitamins and minerals. They're very rich in vitamins, the liposoluble vitamins, and you wanna eat eggs almost every single day if you enjoy them, but do not overeat eggs, because if you go for like 5 or 6 eggs, that turns to a lot of calories, because one regular egg is about 170-ish calories. So 1 or 2 eggs a day or every other day is very good when it comes to fat loss. The next one, I think it's 4th on the list, is gonna be vegetables, but not any kind of vegetables, but most of green vegetables, such as lettuce, cabbage, carrots, something like that. It's so-called negative calories, and I'm gonna explain it just now. Negative calories means that these foods are on itself very low calories, and they also contain fibers that are very hard for our body to digest. They cannot digest them. We don't have enzymes for that, but our body is going to try its best to digest them, and to it's going to bring your digestive system to use more energy in order to try to digest these foods. This means that your body is going to spend energy to try to digest such foods, but they do not give energy back because they're very low calories. For example, cucumbers. Cucumbers are almost 90% of water, and they don't have also almost any nutrients. They have vitamins, they have minerals, and they have very, very low carbs. It's almost non-existent. And if you're trying to like digest the cucumber, you're gonna be spending more energy than you get from the cucumber. So these are the foods that are survivability unfriendly, but they are very friendly when it comes to fat loss. Eating these foods also makes you very filled, because they are in high quantities, in a high volume. When you eat them, they fill up your stomach. This also sends the signal to your brain that your stomach is full, and you're going to be feeling less hungry. That's what's important about the vegetables. You want to eat a lot of vegetables, fresh vegetables, and you want to avoid the vegetables that are high in calories, such as olives, something like that. You can search on the internet which ones are actually high calories, but these things, the green vegetables, are very low calories. They actually make you spend more energy digesting them than they give you, which means you have negative calories from them, if you understand what I'm saying. That's very important. That's probably the most important sticking point when it comes to fat loss, because if you're not taking vegetables, you're missing out a lot when it comes to feeling less hungry, being more full. It's more sustainable, also provides a lot of vitamins and minerals. It's a great thing for fat loss. Make sure to implement it. And the last one, and before you think it's very contradictory to my previous video where I showed you these actual foods as to avoid when you're trying to lose fat, it's gonna be nuts and seeds. For example, sunflower seeds, walnuts, hazelnuts, peanuts, or whatever. These things in low quantities can provide you with some protein, fats, and also carbs. They're calorically dense. You don't want to overeat them. That's the problem with these foods. But in small quantities, they can provide you with a lot of nutrients and also minerals and vitamins. They're very rich in minerals and vitamins, and also the fatty acids that promote your muscle recovery and speed up your recovery from workouts. this is very important about the nuts and seeds. If you enjoy eating them, make sure to eat them in small quantities, like every single day or every other day. Make sure to count them into the nutrients and the calories that you've eaten at that day, but do not overeat them, because if you overeat them, it turns out to be a lot of calories, and like one bag of 200 grams of like peanuts is almost 1100 calories. It's quite a lot. So if you want to eat like 30-50 grams of it a day, it's very beneficial, it's very good. They also tend to provide a lot of nutrients, and just don't overeat them. And if you haven't already, make sure to watch the video up here. That is the foods to avoid when you're trying to lose weight. That's it pretty much for this video. This has been Dimitria, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one.